One thing you have to also understand is because everyone keeps screaming about reducing the number of clubs playing cricket, but you need to understand that all these cricketers, all of us, as soon as we finished playing school cricket, the only infrastructure which we had and we have at the moment is the club structure. So we can't just kill it overnight and take away the opportunities which we provide to some of these kids who come out of school. Take me, for example, at 15 years, I started playing for my club NCC. So everyone felt that because they keep asking why we can't produce cricketers from school cricket all the way, way to international cricket like they did during my time and Arjuna's time. But mind you, Arjuna and myself played for NCC and SSC at a very young age. And I started playing Donovan Henry cricket, which was the third level of cricket at NCC when I was 15 years of age. And I learned so much playing with some of those older people. And that process has been taken away because not many youngsters now would want to sit on a bench and play for 3 years, work their way up to get into the main side. So we have to understand that there are about 30,000 cricketers play school cricket. If you look at the data, because we've got to really look at the data and the numbers on working out these strategies. So from under 13 cricket, there's about 29,800 kids who play cricket. And all the way when you get up to under 19 level, the number of schools from 6,180 odd schools come down to about 258 schools which play under 19 cricket. And the number drops to about 9,000. So there is about 20,000 cricketers who drop out. And how are we going to give these cricketers the opportunity? Because you've got to understand that Sri Lanka is very, very fortunate that the players and the parents are very, very much interested in encouraging kids to play cricket in this country. But whereas in other countries, they have other opportunities in footy, rugby, soccer, every other sport. But the day we develop these other sports and we lose interest from a parent's point of view, which is sometimes good, but sometimes I think it's been detrimental because in some of the schools, cricket to be at this level is mainly because of the interferences of parents. And that is something which we want to also try and nullify and put it right. But my thing is that the parents should encourage the kids but not interfere. So this is what we feel that we need to give these children the opportunity at some level. So if we take away all the clubs out, we won't have a system to take over and replace that system which had been there for the last so many years. So that is why we've got to evaluate everything. So we are in the process of reviewing, but of course playing and diluting the game at that level also, like Tom said, doesn't allow any cricketer to go and play club cricket and then go straight away and play international cricket. So we need to create a couple of levels above that and reduce and make the competition more competitive so that they get the opportunity and get the exposure at that level before they start playing international cricket. So that is what the pathway is, what we are working on. So all the way from school, grassroots school level, all the way up to international level, we want to create a proper pathway which will develop not only players, but the coaches, the officials, the curators, the match referees, umpires, all that could be developed right through that pathway. So once we have that solid pathway, all the way from the grassroots levels, we feel that developing anything else will become very, very easy.